We'll wait for chat to confirm they can hear us. On the delay and all that. Shoutouts to CD Improv for... Alright, good.
We can hear you.
Alright, so we had some major developments on the individual streams while we were down. Steel found Zelda's room, and the door did not open, as in the second room from the bottom in the E column. So he needs to find the bow ASAP. Fred has picked up the red ring. I have no idea where. Somewhere in level 9, obviously. But has found the pig, has not found Zelda, I don't think. And has not found Silvers.
That's
where we stand.
Judging by his map, he has not seen where she is.
And the path to Zelda was not from the left, it was from the right. Because Steel went up to the 4th row and then left and then down into the teeth at the bottom. And that's the path to Zelda. So, Steel is in... What level is this? I've already forgotten.
I believe this is 7?
4.
4.
Is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. Very interesting that he opted not for level 1. I mean, 4 has 3 items. So...
Correct. He saw very little there.
Yeah.
He grabbed the ladder out of 1.
Yeah.
Fred has found another push block here in the northeast.
And it is arrows.
So it's starting to look like...
Burning himself with his own candle while he picks it up. Interesting.
I do know Fred has seen
next door too. So the question is, can Fred find the... We are assuming he's seen the hint about what corner she's in. But in order to get to her, he's got to go right and down and left. Ganon is not 0 HP. So we had no 0 HP enemies at all in this seed. We'll see how many wood sword hits this takes. I think that's 6, 7. And got the stun lock, good. 12. 15. Looks like the max 15. That is royal jelly, I believe. As the cool kids say. Alright.
Yep, now Fred just needs to find his way down to the bottom of this column.
I don't think he can go down from here, though. Oh, he can go down from here. Okay, good. I was going to say, I thought he had to go all the way right and then back down, but... I do not think Fred has seen the shutter. Alright, yeah, Fred's on the right path now. He's got to go down, though.
It's about to get the bad news.
He's about to get the news that, hey, you can't get to Zelda's room from the top.
You're very close, but you're not quite there.
Or he could be thinking, ooh, deceptive hint. Shock. Oh.
The wall bombs open. It's an easy path. Looks like Fred is gonna wrap this up pretty quickly.
He will surely find it now. He's on the right path. There it is. Shutter door opens. Get your GGs in chat for the creator, Fred Coughlin, who wins the series 2-0 with a Nesral time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 49 seconds. Well done, Fred.
Yeah, well done. Turns out that bow in 1 ended up being just huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's that it just came down to the 50-50 whether Ganon's required, and Fred made the right decision. GG, Fred.
Oh, thank you.
You sound breathless. Are you okay?
Oh, it was a terrifying race there. I figured I was behind for quite a bit, so figured, Steel is an incredible opponent, and especially when I discovered where level 1 was, I figured I had to be way behind at that point.
You were correct. He was in
You're
9
not
when
wrong.
you had 3. You think you had 3 Triforces when he was in 9?
Oh, jeesh.
But yeah, you didn't have a candle when you were in the forest, and he did, and he found one. He found the ladder. He didn't get the bow, and that has been the downfall, unfortunately. That if Ganon were not required, he would have won quite a bit ago.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be something like that.
Yep, Ganon was required, and you got the bow, and that's pretty much sums up the seed.
I got lucky. I mean, as I said, especially when I was digging, trying to find whatever it was, because I orphaned that one spot and just kind of mentally checked out that I hadn't, that I needed something to get into the rest of the overworld. And that turned out to be lucky in that chance, because then I went deep into one and found where the bow was. But yeah, that was, as I said, it was definitely a tough one.
It did seem like there were quite a few ladder blocks in many spots, so...
Yeah, that's a lovely understatement. I've got it down, at least it was level 2, level 5 at least, level 6. All 3 of those were ladder block Triforces. There may have been one more. I think 9. 7 may have
9,
been.
obviously. Yeah.
No,
I
that's
think
true,
7 was not.
And the recorder.
Steel, yeah, and the recorder. Steel found a way around the ladder block in 7, I believe.
Oh.
So there was not... That was actually not a ladder block.
Oh, it was the key door then. Yeah, I knew there was an alternate path there, but I just saw the key door.
Yeah, the key door, I think, proved to be the alternate answer.
Yeah, actually makes sense, because you're not supposed to be able to ladder clip anyway across that lovely tea room, so makes sense.
Well, Steel did answer one question for us. He found the raft in Second Quest 4, so that's one item we were missing. We're still missing on the vanilla location of the wand, but that may also be in level 4, so...
Yeah, I think at this point it pretty much had to be. Maybe it could have been. I don't know if it was stair item in 5. Maybe it might have been the only possible other. No, I found stair item in 5. So I think at this point it had to be, if the old men weren't lying in exactly one case. I think the wand has to be in 4.
We were definitely concerned when you got the hint about the bomb upgrade being in 3, and then we were thinking, wasn't the white sword a heart? And it kind of threw us for a loop. So, but then we figured out that was actually a true hint. That's where it was.
Yep, it was hiding out there. It would have been the white sword. Would have loved to have had that with the seed, but I think I played this one actually mostly swordless with what we were doing there.
Yeah, you actually had the sword way before Steel did. Steel didn't get the sword until 27 minutes or so, I think.
Oh, geez.
But,
I thought I was slow getting there.
Yeah, with the wand to start, it didn't make that much difference, I don't think. Because you weren't
Well,
really
exactly. I think
ropes.
the only thing that mattered would have been those Dodongos in 7 or 7. I think 7.
5.
One of those early levels.
Yeah, level 5. Steel had to re-dip once he got the sword.
Oh.
Yeah, he had 5 bombs to clear 3 Dodongos with no sword. Math didn't really add up there, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I ran through that room when I saw the same thing, because I think I may have had 6 bombs or something in that neighborhood, but I was like, that's just not worth it, especially where at the time, I think at that point I figured out that we were on drop shuffle, but I hadn't isolated enough enemies yet where picking up bombs was going to be a regular occurrence, and so I said, yeah, I can't risk losing my bombs right now.
Would you like the laundry list of enemies we found that drop bombs?
Well, I've got at least a red Octorok. I think both Tektites dropped them. Red Levers, Pulse Voice. I think blue Wizrobes, although I'm not 100% positive if I forced that one when I was throwing out boomstick shots in level 9.
Well, if you're gonna say all the ones that we knew, then that
Well, I wasn't sure if you had another one you were going to throw out at me and say to me, "Oh yeah, Fred, you should have been killing."
You named them all. No, you were good.
Well, never mind then. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin you.
You ruined my whole bit. I was gonna amaze you with all the various enemies that had bomb drops, but nope, you found them all. So
yeah, blame Mr. Cap for that one, because he did the Battle Royale Firestarter that I played in, a few weeks ago, the last couple of months or so. And when we were doing that one, he had that flag on, so I started getting used to the right way to, to make sure I tracked every single enemy whenever I saw a bomb drop. So every single one I saw that even remotely had a chance to drop in something, I made sure to write down right away.
Smart move. I should do the same.
It's useful. I mean, it does require a lot of, writing stuff down and keeping track of your notes, but it's definitely a very needed piece of information, especially with the 50-50 on the enemy drop groups getting shuffled in this tourney.
Absolutely.
You did really well accumulating money, right? Because you bought bait and then you actually managed to get enough for the book.
Yeah, I got lucky on that one, really. I just I wasn't planning necessarily to get the boomstick. It just happened to accumulate from the fact that I think all the secrets ended up being in all those last spots I was checking on the way to get there, and I think a little bit of money ended up coming up. And then, of course, I got a lovely in level 9. Could have picked up like 40 rupees in that one keys room, one fire room.
Right.
We saw that at least once or twice. There were 5 rupees all over the place because all the keys dropped. It was pretty hilarious. We do have EatMySteel in here as well, as he is thrown in the towel after almost full clearing level 4 to no avail. But GG to you as well. Very interesting seed we played tonight.
Oh, thank you. It was a little interesting, yeah.
Well played, sir. You are
Okay.
a terrifying opponent, I will say that.
Where was Bo?
About as deep as you could get in level 1, literally the top of the E.
Nice.
In Aquamentus's vanilla room.
All right, yeah. I was gonna go 4, get the items there. 2 and 1 probably were my next stops. So, yeah. What can you do? I had the pig and the girl and stuff at least.
Yeah, it pretty much came down to that if Gan wasn't required, you win this race pretty handily because you were in 9 way before Fred was. Because you found, I mean, you had the candle to burn the forest way before Fred did. So you had ladder very early compared to Fred. But you didn't have the bow.
Yeah, I felt a little behind, but when I found that 9 in that river spot, I was like, oh, I might have actually gotten here first. So I was pretty committed to finding that girl, and I was kind of, by the time I was saving and retrying and getting potions and all that stuff, I was pretty much like, well, if she's open, I might have a chance. If not, I think I'm up the creek.
Yeah.
You played that the way you should have there. If you get that situation where you can get into 9, you have to push that one, because if she's not, if the Ganon's not required, yeah, it's a guaranteed win for you pretty much. So yeah, you had to do that.
Yeah, both my matches against Raikou Rider were like that. Just getting a 9, get the girl as quick as you can.
She was kind of difficult.
Yeah, that was quite a path to Zelda's room. Knowing she was in the southwest.
Yeah, you get that one stair up by the red land mole. It takes you west. You go everywhere but where the girl's room is. You have to come from way from the east and come down.
Yeah, that was not the most obvious path, given how you're trying to get there.
That 9 was certainly not friendly. It was Wizrobes and Patras in every room.
Yeah, it was
Awesome. Extra bosses, such a fun flag.
They were everywhere.
We especially enjoyed the blue snakes chasing you down, Steel.
Oh man, they were out for blood. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think the first or second time I was in there, they were like beeline for him. It was like, I'm just trying to get out of the room.
There was literally nothing you could have done about that. That was he wasn't you didn't see it on your side, Fred, but Steel went into there's a lamella room and a diamond staircase on the left hand side, and he ran for the door on the right, and they just went straight for him. It never took a wrong turn and killed him as he entered the door. It was they were not having any of it. But yeah, GG to both of you. That was a very entertaining race. Well done tonight to both of you. Looks like, as mentioned in chat, Fred, your next opponent is some random effect. Is that right?
Oh, poop. I mean, the quality of opponents in this tournament won't be dropping anytime. But Steel is easily someone who can push top 8, top 4, without blinking, having seen some of the stuff that's been in these races. Random Effect's another one who, from what I always see, also is an incredibly strong player. So, gonna have to, play my hardest on that one and just see how the coin flips roll there.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that match. And Steel, obviously you're not out of it. You can join Shaddy and I in the bonus bracket. Looks like your next opponent is I'm a Sock.
Join you.
Well, Shaddy, yeah. It would have been. It could have been you.
There.
It could have been you, Shaddy.
I used to be in this tournament. It was a good time.
I'm glad that you enjoyed your stay. But yeah, Steel, looks like your next opponent is I'm a Sock, who unfortunately dispatched of Mr. Shaddy, who is joining me on commentary tonight. Sorry, Shaddy.
I'll try to get revenge for you, man.
Hey, thank you.
Revenge.
I appreciate that.
But yes, we'll definitely be looking out for those matches coming in the next week or so, I guess. But I think that's all we have tonight. I'm sure we have many great races going on tomorrow that everyone should watch. And, you know, Shaddy, do we have anything else? I think we're done.
No, just that it was a really good race between you guys, and looking forward to all the races coming up. I mean, it's just the best players still in this tournament, so there's nothing but good tourney matches coming up here.
You're one of the best in me, Shaddy. Don't worry. But also shout-outs to because we had a late schedule change. It might have been on Speed Gaming tonight, but ended up not working out. So we're on Randomania tonight. Shout-outs to Fury SK doing the tracking, and CD Improv for the restreaming. Did a great job. We had a little hiccup at the end, but we did catch the proper end of the race, so that was good. But hopefully it all worked out. And looks like we're gonna head on over to NES Cardinality. So I hope you all enjoy this stream, and GG to both the runners, and thank you all for watching.